18 states' attorneys general have come out in support of our next guest's legal effort to ensure parents are kept informed about what happens in their child's classroom. It stems from this Iowa school district's decision to allegedly withhold information on a child's gender identity from their parents. Again, the rights of parents coming into question, and now states' attorneys generals are taking action, including the Attorney General from Montana, Austin Knudsen, who's with us now. AG, welcome, and thanks so much for coming on today. Tell me about what's really motivating this lawsuit. Could you dive into the details?
Absolutely. This case is about parents' rights, pure and simple. You've got a school district there in Iowa that has promulgated a policy that says if a child decides they want to transition, if they're confused or going through some sort of crisis, and they decide they want a gender transition, the parents don't get informed unless the child chooses to inform them. The school district has to keep that information secret from the parents. Emma, I can't give my child an aspirin, or excuse me, the school can't give my child an aspirin without my consent. But somehow we're going to be in a situation and a world now where the school can decide to help my child transition from one gender to another without my consent. So that's really what we're talking about here. This is a constitutional question having to do with parents' rights. This is an equal protection 14th Amendment question. So that's really what this boils down to.
So the policy clearly leading to some concerns, right? But have we seen this, AG, in practice? Has there actually been an example of this taking place in the school district?
I don't know for sure about this school district or not, but I do know we are seeing this across the nation. This isn't just this school district in Iowa. Because some people might ask, why do 18 other state AGs care about what's going on in Iowa? Well, that's why, because we are seeing these kinds of radical woke policies across the nation, not just in Iowa. We're seeing this in other school districts.
We are obviously taking a Thanksgiving break, so students are again at home with family at this point. But when they come back to the classroom, if this is happening right now, what's the timeline of the lawsuit when you might see a decision being made and different policies replacing this one?
Well, it's fairly early in the process. I mean, we had a district court decision. The district court denied the parents group's motion for an injunction. That's actually what we're appealing up right now. We think that was a mistake. We're in the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals. We think that an injunction should be issued. We think there is irreparable harm about to be done here. So timeline-wise, we're hoping this gets up to the 8th and they take this up fairly quickly.
What's the ideal outcome?
Well, the ideal outcome is that the school district would take this policy away. I mean, this is just insanity. I mean, as I said, my children can't get aspirin from the school without my consent. They can't participate in certain sports in the school without my consent. They can't go on a field trip with the school without my consent. But somehow it's okay for the school to assist my child in a decision that can literally alter their body and alter their mental well-being for the rest of their life. I think this is a bridge way too far. This goes far beyond the bounds of constitutional law. And what's more, there's Supreme Court cases that are directly on point here. We think we're in very good position here. So what should happen is the school should just take this policy down. This is just insanity. I'm thinking of my own parent-teacher conferences. You would have teachers who'd inform parents of how the student was doing when it comes to subject matter, maybe if they were falling behind in a subject, or if they were having trouble making friends, or there were some social issues. That sort of conversation was very open and honest. Have you heard from teachers who said, this policy, this idea of keeping this vital information about a child, especially during a very developing phase, is wrong? We have, and that's exactly what the problem with this policy is. You're putting teachers in a very difficult position. This is obviously being driven by some woke members of the administration, possibly a school board, but you are now asking parents, or excuse me, you're asking teachers who have to communicate with parents regularly to keep information secret now. Literally, they're required to keep a secret file in the school district. you're just undercutting teacher-parent relationships, and I think that's very harmful.
Really interesting. We'll be fascinated to find out what happens next. AG Austin Knudsen, thanks so much for joining us with the details today.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.